What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports. And man, I feel like my eyes deceive me. I feel like everything deceives me right now. Because you know why? The Phillies actually didn't blow the goddamn game in the ninth inning. Wow, they actually had a clean game. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Call me baffled. Anything you could think of. I'm really surprised that they didn't blow it in the ninth inning. I don't know why, I just am. Because we've been so used to it for like a past week and a half. We finally got a game where they actually won cleanly. So I'm just like a little baffled at that standpoint. I know one of those those games against the Marlins, technically they didn't blow it. But it got scary in the ninth inning. This game, they actually didn't have any worries at all. Ranger Suarez was actually really good in the ninth inning. So is he going to be the new closer, quote unquote? Who knows? Who knows? But I guess today we can enjoy it. A not blown game, a stress-free game. Until it unravels tomorrow, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Now am I saying this is the win that's going to spark the team? No. No, it's not like that. Yeah, they win the series against the Padres, which I said a couple of days ago I didn't expect them to do that. So I guess I credit where credit is due. But still, I don't think it's anything that sparks this team in the right direction. This team who they are. It's nice to see Didi back in the lineup, definitely. He made a fantastic play late in the ball game at shortstop, literally diving 20 feet to crap a ball. But still, you got Rhys hitting a home run, Bryce Harper, both of those guys hitting bombs, and still feels like Bryce Harper is only going to hit solo home runs the entirely this season. It's still shockingly to my mind that he's only hitting solo home runs, and just outrageous. Couldn't even think of the word. That he only has, what? I think he has like, what? I think like 20-something RBIs. I lost my train of thought because his RBI count is so low. I just... This team makes my brain melt. If you cannot see that entirely. This team definitely makes my brain melt. But hey, it's a stress-free game. And let's enjoy it while it lasts, because who knows what happens tomorrow, and who knows what the hell happens this week when they go on the road, because I can definitely guarantee they're going to be losing a lot of games on the road. Chicago, Boston, and then actually we're going to have a week off from this goddamn team when the All-Star break happens. So I guess that's something to enjoy about, at least. We have something to look forward to. A week off from the Philadelphia Phillies, if I do say so. So, going through this game, Eflin, I would say after that first inning, he was a little bit iffy in the first inning. Allowed the home run to Manny Machado to make it 2-0 Padres. But he settled down mightily after that, went 6 strong innings, put this team in a great position to win the ball game. And I guess timely hits, especially in the bottom of the second inning, and also even before this game even starts, even though I said Machado hit the home run. The weather sucked. And I give credit to all the fans that stood there. This game was supposed to start at 4 o'clock. It didn't start till 6. And then, I forget which specific, I think it was around, what was it, the 5th or the 6th inning when they had or was it the 4th inning, actually? It was in a bat with Didi Gregorius up. I think it was the 4th inning after Rhys Hoskins hit the home run, where the rain started to come down heavily. Darvish was still on the mound. Didi was in an 0-2 count, and they decided to pull the tarp off. The Padres were pissed off. The Phillies were pissed off. Didi did just like, what the hell is going on here? And you get the umpires going on, put the tarp up, The rain's coming down heavily. What was it, like 3 hours combined rain delays during this game? The 2-hour rain delay at the beginning of the game. And honestly, that was a disaster in itself because there was like so long of a stretch of sunny weather. But they were like, no, let's keep the tarp on because there's another cell that's expected to come here later. So let's keep the tarp on and prepare for that. Well, it didn't happen. It did happen eventually, but you could have at least gotten 4 or 5 innings before that cell came. Maybe even 6. But you decided to keep the tarp on for way too long at the beginning of the game. So you got yourself into that mess. But, they finished it. What was it? 4 o'clock game? You would expect that to maybe end, around, I would say, 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30. Ended people at the ballpark were probably there for at least 6 hours today because it was almost 10 o'clock. So, yeah, definitely. I salute the people out there that stood there for the entire rain delay and all that stuff. Those people are the true fans, not me, because I decided to stay home and I'm the schmuck that's recapping the game. So you go back into that second inning. Bryce Harper, bomb into the second deck in right field. A couple batters later, Rhys Hoskins, bomb, ties the game at 2. And just solid pitching from both sides. Then you go into that situation with the rain delay. I think that was in the 4th inning, actually, because, Rhys did hit the home run in the second inning, but I think it was in the 4th inning when they decided to pull it for the rain delay, if I am not mistaken. I think it definitely was. Yeah, it was the 4th inning when they decided to put that tarp on. Yeah, this game took a while to even start and to even finish. But solid pitching from both sides. Zach Eflin really settled down. Now you go into the bottom of the 6th inning. The Phillies got a couple of batters on base. You got J.H. Realmuto barely missing a home run in the right field, gets a triple, and then Bryce Harper drives him home with a sacrifice fly. Andrew McCutchen gets on base with a single, then he eventually steals second base. Rhys Hoskins doubles down the left field line, scores Andrew McCutchen, makes it a 4-2 lead. And that's all the runs for this ball game. You got a couple of hits here and there, a couple of base runners, a couple of scoring opportunities. There was a play where Gene Segura got a double, and Alec Boehm tried to score from third base. He was originally called safe, but then the umpires reviewed it and called him out because it looked like once again, it was another situation where I don't think Alec Boehm's foot touched home plate when the umpire called him safe. I think his foot bounced over it when he slid. So I think it was but hey, they got the call right. It's still 4-2 Phillies. Going to the top of the 8th inning, Archie Bradley comes in. He does his job, gets out of that. Then Ranger Suarez comes in for that top of the 9th inning, and he does a fantastic job as well. So, after a shaky start for Zach Eflin, he really settled down, and the bullpen shut it down. Padres, they really couldn't do anything in this entire ball game. So, I'll give credit where credit is due for the Phillies pitching. They only held the Padres to 4 hits. Credit where credit is due, and they won this short series, the 3-game series so far against the Padres, with tomorrow being the Sunday game. Let's see if the Phillies can sweep, but definitely not expecting that. Who is on the mound even for tomorrow? I think it is Vince Velasquez on the mound for tomorrow, going up against Blake Snell. So it's gonna be a tough option for the Phillies there to try to sweep this series against Blake Snell. But going into the box score for this game, Zach Eflin, 6 innings, 3 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and the home run in the first inning of the game to Manny Machado. So, very, very solid start for Zach Eflin after a very shaky first inning. Falter comes in for the 7th inning, pitches that full inning, 1 hit allowed, 1 strikeout, solid outing out of him. Archie Bradley comes in for the 8th, pitches that full inning, solid outing, and then Ranger Suarez comes in for the save. He goes that full inning and gets the strikeout. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I think they are shooting fireworks off, so hopefully you do not hear that, because I can hear it out of the corner of my ear. So yeah, hopefully you don't hear that. So going into the lineup for the Phillies, Odubel Herrera goes 0 for 4, Gene Segura goes 1 for 4, JT Realmuto goes 1 for 4 with runs scored, Bryce Harper goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs with the home run in today's ball game, and also that sac fly later on. Andrew McCutchen goes 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Rhys Hoskins goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He also had the solo home run in the game. Didi Gregorius goes 1 for 4. Alec Boehm goes 1 for 3. Zach Eflin goes 0 for 2. Then Brad Miller was the pinch hitter later in the ball game. He went 0 for 1. In terms of runners in scoring position, the Phillies were 1 for 5, and they left 6 total runners on base. Like I said, for tomorrow, Vince Velasquez going up against Blake Snell. And for the Phillies' chances to sweep this series, not expecting it. I'm taking the series win. I'm definitely taking that without a doubt. I'm not expecting them to sweep. They'll probably surprise me tomorrow. Who knows? But hey, I think Vince Velasquez's best start in his career in a Phillies uniform was indeed against the Padres. When he struck out, how many was it? 16 or something like that when he struck out and had that complete game. What year was that even? So many years ago, 2015, 2016, 2017. Who knows? That was long ago. It was a long time ago. But hey, maybe Vince Velasquez can get that form again and, do the same thing like he did that one time against the Padres. But that was a different Padres, and this is a different Phillies, but same Vince Velasquez. So, yeah. Definitely didn't expect him to win this series. Give me shocked. Yeah, call me shocked. I am. Definitely. I didn't expect him to win it at all. But like I said, credit where credit is due. But in terms of, does it spark the team? Does it do this? No, I don't think that. It's a nice series win. It is. Like, yeah, can they get a little bit of a ride off of this? Maybe. They get a little bit of a jolt. Maybe they go and they win a couple of games out of so many games. But still, like, this is who the Phillies are. They're a team that's going to get hot eventually. They're a team that's going to be on a cold streak eventually. That's just who they are. They're a mediocre team. They're middle of the bunch. And sadly, they're in this race just because of how bad the NL East is. Honestly, it's becoming the NFC East. That's what it just feels like, because it's so neck and neck. The Phillies they're in 4th place, but they're 4 games out of 1st place. That's just how tight it is. Phillies at 39-31, 2 games under 500. The Braves in 3rd place, they're 40-42. Nationals, they're in 2nd place, they're 40-40, and the Mets, they're 42-36. So, yeah, it's very, very neck and neck with this division. It's probably going to be like that the entire season. Like, you would expect a team like the Braves to eventually get out of the funk that they're in and take over the East, but right now they just haven't. Like, there are flaws with the Atlanta Braves, and it has to do with pitching. Their hitting's not very consistent, so that's probably why they haven't really jumped. The Nationals, they're also a team that gets very hot and cold. I wouldn't expect them as a team to go and take over this division. The team that's most likely, in my opinion, to do that are the Mets, and they still haven't done that because it's so tight and so close with everything. Because the Mets, they're kind of similar to the Phillies in a standpoint. They're really good at home, and they're not so good on the road. And their offense is very inconsistent. So there's a lot of similarities towards the Phillies there from the Mets standpoint, but I believe the Mets are a way better team than the Phillies. But there's similarities in the way that they, I guess, perform out on the field, if you know what I mean. And you could say the same thing about a lot of these teams in the National League East. Nationals, they're a really good home team, not so good on the road. The Braves, they're actually almost 500 at home, and they're below 500 on the road. Phillies, a really good home team, terrible road team. Marlins, they're 500 at home, and they're terrible on the road. So there's a lot of similarities with these teams in the way they play at home versus on the road in this division. That's why it's so jam-packed tight. And teams are fluctuating between positive differential and minus run differential. It's just not a good division. It is. And it's probably going to be like this for the entire season. And this is probably why the Phillies are going to be in the thick of it until the season ends. Probably. And it's not going to be ugly. It's not going to be pretty baseball. It's probably going to be very ugly baseball. Maybe, yeah, they'll sprinkle in some pretty games from time to time because that's who they are at this point. But it's going to be an ugly ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Am I expecting anything? No, I'm not. Because this team doesn't deserve to do anything. This team is not good. They're not good enough. Yeah, I don't know what Dave Dombrowski is going to do at the trade deadline. Because since they're not so out of it at that point, because I'm at a point where I'm not sure if I want this team to go full reset mode again, because we went through that entire thing with the Clintac era, because that was the mode where the Phillies were supposed to reset, rebuild the prospect system, and that was a complete failure. Then you thought your team was moving in the right direction when you go out and sign a guy like Harper, when you go out and trade for a guy like JT Realmuto. Aaron Nola coming off of a Cy Young year. You sign Zach Wheeler. You think the team would move in the right direction, but no, it's just at a standstill at this point. So I don't know what's going to happen. Do they hit the reset button again? I know Dave Dombrowski, before the season started, said this was going to be more of a retool year, but you never know. You never know what is going to happen with this team because it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable, and I guess we're here for all 162 at this point until the season ends, and we don't know what's going to happen come season end. We just don't. So, you got the series win here. Just take it at that, and let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm not expecting much. I'll take the series win against the Padres. I will. So, it's going to end it here, folks. What are your thoughts on this game? Your thoughts on everything? Eflin's performance, the 2 bombs in this game by Harper and Rhys. So don't forget to leave your comments and opinions down in the comment section. As always, don't forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to check out the Bandit Lions, which I am a part of. Their links will be down in the description below. Don't forget to check out BrodesMedia. That is also down in the description. Also, the links for Flyer to podcast merchandise website and for Flyers Nitty Gritty. They will all be down in the description below. Definitely go check all of those out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, everyone. And I will see you next time.